For every kind of beast and bird, or of reptile and creature of the sea, for every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea, is tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But no man can tame the tongue. So any beast which is, most are stronger, greater in strength, in body, in mass than humans. Yet humans, through intellect, are able to control those beasts. However, those men are not able to control their own mouths. So it doesn't matter if you're able to control the whole world if you're not able to control your mouth. Just like Yahushua said that, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world if he loses his own soul? Pretty much the same idea. So we see how connected salvation is to what we say. For it is written in Romans 10:10 that with the heart one believes for righteousness, but with the mouth confession is made for salvation. So the mouth, when we confess the name Yahushua as our Savior, that is as the covenant that we make with the Creator for Him to save us at the tribulation, at that special moment of the second Exodus. For every kind of beast and bird, of reptile and creature of the sea is tamed and has been tamed by mankind. But no man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. No man can tame the tongue. As it said earlier, we stumble in many things. So no man can tame the tongue. Doesn't mean that we shouldn't try, that we shouldn't do our best effort. For we will be judged by every idle word that comes from our mouth. So we should be careful about every single word that comes out of our mouth. But no man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. That's why the tongue of the serpent is split in two, because it represents the serpent who spoke to Eve in a nice way, trying to cause harm, evil. So the tongue was split in two because he had double or hidden intentions when speaking. No man can tame the tongue. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. With it we bless our mighty one and Father, and with it we curse men who have been made in the likeness of Yahweh. So we shouldn't curse men, but people do it. So people use nice words and honor the Father in prayer, but then they go to the street and call other people names and insults. So we must be careful not to do that. With it we bless our mighty one and Father, and with it we curse men who have been made in the likeness of Yahweh. So we should respect our neighbor simply on the basis that he was made like us in the likeness of Yahweh. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. Like I was saying, like the tongue of the serpent. That's what the tongue of the serpent represents. Blessing and cursing in one mouth. Yahweh gave us one mouth so that we may choose one or the other, but we shouldn't speak both, for no fountain of water gives two kinds of water. We were given 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 parts of the nose, and 1 mouth. We should listen twice as much as we speak, at least. Should be more, but so we were given 1 mouth, and not only 1 mouth, the lips and the teeth, to be able to have 2 ways to close the mouth. So not only 1 mouth, but 2 barriers to protect us from saying what we shouldn't, from letting out that which we shouldn't. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not be so. Out of the same mouth proceed blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not to be so. Does a spring send forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening. As I was saying, no spring of water will give two kinds of water. It will be the same water constantly. So we should choose righteousness and the correct words to pronounce and use with our mouth. Does a spring send forth fresh water and bitter from the same opening? Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olives? Or a grapevine bear figs? Obviously, you will know the tree according to the fruit. One tree will not give you a fruit different than the one that is pretty much um, imprinted in its DNA. So it says, "Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olives, or grapevines bear figs? Does no spring yields both salt water and fresh?" So that is why also through the words that a person speaks, we can get to know his or her heart. Through what that person says, we know what that person normally thinks about and how he or she really is. And obviously being careful, and like Yahushua told us, to be wise as serpents, for serpents will try to fool us with their double talk.